34 days into Trump's first 100 days of his presidency, the second public presidency. 34 days, so we'll see what transpires. 34 in numbers is leap. 34 in numbers is grace. 34 is DJT. Tam, the Scottish way of saying Tom, is also 34. It's also dark, 34. Dark MAGA. Yeah, we're back to the dark and dreary world of rain. But I think there might be some sunshine tomorrow. Yesterday was beautiful. It was definitely a much needed respite. So I was very grateful for that. So, but NPC's 33, magic. NPC, name 33. There's a lot of NPCs around, folks. There are a lot of NPCs around. This is so strange. I guess we just didn't realize it when we... Although I remember as a kid, I've said this before, but it's worth reiterating. The whole thing with checkbooks and writing out money. I remember saying to my dad when we go to the supermarket, I think it was Sainsbury's back in the day, and when he'd pay for all the family's groceries for the week, he'd pull out a checkbook and I'd say, why don't you just write it out for any amount? I didn't have the concept of a checking account, bank account, etc. But I was actually onto the truth in terms of how banks pump out money out of thin air. It's all backed by nothing. And another thought I had was, is everyone else a projection? Am I the only one that's really in existence? That's solipsism. And that's 131 in numbers, if I remember rightly. 131, Belt of Orion. 131, John F. Kennedy. 131. But as we go more and more into the game, it's becoming more and more apparent that not everyone is the same. Free Guy, that film about an NPC discovering that he's an NPC but upgrading and becoming a character player. Free is 34 as well, DJT 34, Grace 34, Leap 34. So are we all NPCs? I remember Elon saying that about a year or two ago, saying if you haven't questioned whether you're an NPC, it means you're probably an NPC. And I was like, no, I'm not an NPC. But then I have asked that question. I have thought about it. Like, are we all NPCs? Or are we all real character players? Or are we hijack players? What do you think, folks? I do think there's that Free Guy scenario, though, where things move from one estate to another. Because if we didn't know all the knowledge that we've got now, we're going through the awakening process, the upgrading process, the ascension process, the 3 to 4 to 5D. But I always had an inkling. I always knew certain principles, certain things, even as a young kid. But definitely my advancement has accelerated since 2020 and beyond. And I had premonitions of it prior to that, 2015, 2018, as a young kid, but definitely 2020 onwards. Maybe we were all NPCs and only a small percentage become character players, or maybe it's just character players. Maybe we're just character players and the others are NPCs. But it's very sobering, exciting, strange, weird, amazing thought. But the more and more I see, the more and more I see of it, how does the Matrix bend to my will in terms of numbers and things appearing in the newspapers, films? That seems to be telling me this reality is not what we think. And I know from your comments you get similar things that start to manifest in your own world. A lot of you may not. It might be gobbledygook what we're talking about right now, but the ones that know and have a sense of what we're talking about, and or also perfect examples of it in your own life, in your own reality. But yeah, NPC behavior I've been listening to show on TikTok which talks about a lot of this, and it's exciting, it's fun, it's interesting. Hey Syrian. I don't know if you told me, you might have put it in comments, but I've been aware of the principle of NPCs for years, but it's becoming more and more. So anyway, universe is pointing things out. So it's not a new concept, but as we get more into it, it's new in terms of people showing themselves who they are. And it's clever. It's clever. The algorithms are clever. The AI is clever. Are we AI? Are we the highest AI? Or is there a difference between AI and us? I don't know. The Great Awakening. It's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. But if we're a copy of base reality, which seems to be probable, highly probable. I remember Elon disclosing that a few years ago, way before COVID, and he said, he gave just a brilliant logical, mathematical suggestion on this isn't base reality. And that always stuck with me in terms of the religion questions. But there's layers, isn't there? There's layers upon layers upon layers, line upon line, precept upon precept. There's just lots of this stuff. And but have fun in the matrix, folks. Have fun creating in the matrix. Have fun with it, discovering your capabilities, your abilities, your powers, the power of your DNA. I did this a month or two ago. So deoxyribio, if I'm saying it right, nucleic is 184, which is the fifth dimension, which is fourth density. And then acid, ACID, is Q, 17. DNA is 19, which is idea. How are we born? We're born through the process of conception. What are concepts? They're ideas. Everything's being told, folks. Everything. It's all there. It's all there. Hey, Elaine. Greece. I've got to get myself to Greece. I've been to Santorini and to Athens, but I've got to get myself to... Maybe I'll do a tour in the summer or spring around Europe. I'd like that. I would enjoy that. I want to get out, travel more places. So, anyway, God bless you all, folks. I know a lot of you getting your shungite and orgonite. Here's mine. I've actually got two here in the car with me, so I like to put them in my pockets. So I've got two there. See them? So I put one in my pockets, one in my jacket pocket, one in my trouser pocket, or either side of my jacket, however I feel like I want to do it at the time. But get your shungite and orgonite. Shungite and orgonite helps upgrade. It's 206 in numbers, which is quantum physics 206. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll be 35 days in. Take care. Thanks, Elizabeth. Elizabeth 88. Flynn 71. God bless you. Take care. Bye.